Hey guys, this is Star from H&S Designs Now, and as you can see, I am back with another resin demolding video. I cast all these resins last night, and while I wasn't able to film the process, I have done that in the previous video, which I will include a link somewhere. Somehow, so that if you haven't seen how to make your own resin pieces, you can see that. There's plenty of them out there on YouTube. You can always just do a little research and figure it out. And there's tons and tons and tons of different types of resin to use. So you just pick something and just kind of go with it. So you can see I have quite a few different molds here. I have some larger molds over here that I only ended up casting about 2 out of each of them, and I didn't really mean to do that few, but that's because I was focusing on this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead, start with little pieces with this. This is supposed to be like a smoky something, and it turns out a beautiful pearly purple, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I love the color that it is. It's actually the same color as this right here, and I believe that one, and I believe I have another one in my other large mold, but that turned out really, I just love that color. It's just so pretty. And this one was with a green mica, but yeah, both of these were pearly-ish mica powders, and I just love the look of it. It's kind of glittery, but I have no glitter in this at all. So I just love the texture, and I love the back parts and how sometimes they'll have these really neat, almost like a design in them. Kind of like you can see swirls in this one a little bit if you look really close. Like, it's so, oh my gosh, I just love how they turn out. So that's the first 2, and then there is 2 out of this one. That one turned out quite nice as well. That one has a really nice little look to the back of it as well, if you can see. It's really kind of hard to see a little bit. But I'm going to make this a fairly quick video. I actually intended to use more, especially on this one. I just didn't get to it. But this one, again, this is another of the same color. I ended up actually forgetting that there was a piece of glitter in there, but that's okay. And of course there was a little bubble right there. That's not that bad though. Another small one right there. That's not too bad though at all. It still turned out fairly nice. But I digress. We'll move on to this one. This was another one that was kind of like, I've got it, so I'll do something with it, you know. So I've got some spillage, especially on this one, big time. I almost had some spillage here, but that's what this little drop was. I kind of scraped it off and threw it in there. But aside from the spillage and the overage right here, I think that actually, that's a very nice piece. I love the look of it. That's just, oh, it's a gem. It's so pretty. Here's another with a mica green. It's a really nice one. It's gorgeous. This one, what color was this? This one did have some spillage after all, and that's okay. Yeah, because there's a lip. I see that now. And the lip didn't fully fill. That's okay. I was wondering what that was for a second there, and I forgot. I had little, what are they called? Bubble, these things. This. I wanted these to make fake bubbles in resin, and that's what you're kind of seeing in this. You're going to see it in a few other pieces as well. I can't remember. I want to say that this was colored with nail polish, but I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't quote me. So it did kind of, you know, it is, you can see it's kind of transparent, but at the same time, it has a weird color to it that's not really a solid color. I don't know. Something to definitely explore again in the future. And this one's just with the color. It has no additives or anything. Yes, I want to say that this one, that these are done with the nail polish. And I believe I used this nail polish. yeah, this one was the nail polish that I used, that I decided I wanted to try to color, color resin with it because it has this holographic look to it. It's kind of blue and purple, has a tiny bit of green in there. So I wanted to try that. And so I think what it needs, it would just need a lot more polish added to it. But the camera's really not picking up on the subtle colors that I am seeing, and it can be fairly pretty. Just something more to explore, later. So let's do some of these real quick. These were already colored with eyeshadows in the molds. So I wanted to use some different colors. This is like a black, I believe, on several of these. And I wanted to see, oh, I didn't fill that one. Whoops. That's okay. So, some pretty ones. And I've tried this method right here with UV resin, and for some reason, yeah, I missed several of my molds. For some reason, the UV resin did not want to allow the, and that one's going to be a scrap because it's just too much overflow. But it didn't want to let the pigment stick, the eyeshadow pigment to really stick to the UV resin. And I couldn't quite figure that out, why exactly. But it does fairly well, you can see, with 2-part resin. So if it works, I'll keep doing it. And I missed a few over here again. Oh, that one had an air bubble right at the tip. Oh, it's kind of sad. Another, whoop, well, and there it goes. It fell on the floor. Pretty blue with a little bit of overage. I think I can clean that up off the heart at least. That one's got a good bit of overage as well. Another pretty purple, which I'll end up making those into earrings. Quite a few of these. I'll either make earrings or possibly even turn them into some rings or something. I just hadn't made a lot of black or gray colored gems like I had with some of these, and that's why a lot of these have that darker color, because I wanted to do something different. Pretty little heart. And in my last resin video, somebody, demolding video, somebody suggested to use a black background, especially for these clear molds, so they would be able to be seen better. So that's why I've got this. It's just a piece of black foam, not foam, poster board. That's what I'm trying to say. So, let's go ahead and move on to the hearts. I thought I would do these because it's getting close to Valentine's Day. So, I thought, what does it hurt to try? So with this one, you can kind of see I added some of those little bubbles. That really gives a pretty cute look on camera. I really like that. And I can see it in person. That's a pretty neat effect. I really like that. Although, whoops. The color with this, what was it? Glow, I think? Glow powder, I want to say. Here's one that doesn't have the little bubbles in it. They turn out nice, but, I mean, I've mixed plenty of the glow powder in there, but for some reason, it's just, you can see it's only coloring it so much. You can see it's fairly transparent still, so it can be pretty good. I think this one was probably the first one that I did, because you tell a color difference, just quite a bit of color difference in those. So they turned out nice though, and a good thing with these is that if you fill it up but you don't quite fill it up, one thing that I'll do is I'll take some stickers and I'll put love or something along those lines like I did with this one. And so they can kind of be personalized for a necklace. And I thought, well, that's a really cute way to do it. And then just dome that over. And there you go. You've got a really lovely necklace. Ha ha ha. So I'll move those off to the side. And let's do these. So here's another one with the nail polish. And again, it's just a different look. This one, it's got an air bubble or something right there, and I can't quite, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Not sure what that is. It's not an air bubble. I don't know. But that's still a pretty neat look, and it filled up nicely. Pretty good. Another with the green mica. Very pretty. It's too bad that I can't add like some dark swirls and make it a faux malachite. That would be a really awesome looking piece if I could do that. A little bit smaller of a size on that one. Really nice. I like how it kind of looks speckled a little bit. Probably can't even see it. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. And there's another one with the glow powder. That one's definitely more pigmented. I think that one was probably definitely out of the bottom of the bucket, so to speak. So I'll go ahead and do these. With these, I added, you could see some flakes. What you call it, flakes? Can't think of what it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I just added a few drops of white UV resin pigment. I didn't intend for it to be this white, but I was trying to go for a faux opalite look. So I love, oh my God, that turned out beautiful. I am happy with that. Wow. Now it does need less white, but that's still, that is gorgeous. The word begins with a C with that stuff, and I can't think of it. So a little tiny bit of spillage, and oh well. Oh, but that turns out so pretty. That is so pretty. I'm definitely going to have to experiment with this a lot more. That is gorgeous. I love how that turned out. Oh, gonna have to definitely, yeah, experiment more with this, maybe with some different colors, pigment colors and stuff in there. This one's the same. It's just more of that white with the thingies in it. I can't think of what it's called. And that's, oh, that's just so pretty. That is just, ooh, a little bit of right there, something to clean up, but I can't think of what that's called. But that, oh wow, that turned out so pretty. Let's see how this one did. I did run a toothpick through each and every one of these around the edges and around the centerpiece to try to get bubbles out. Though I can see in some spots it didn't quite work. And what in the world? I don't know what that is. And yeah, I can see I kind of missed a few bubbles right here along the edge. But it's nowhere near as bad as what it has been in the past. But that is still a gorgeous cap. Oh, there's something right there. That is still a gorgeous color. I love that color, that smoky. Oh. So here is kind of a light purple. I guess I didn't have any other of this one. I don't know. That's what it is. Yeah, I had so little left that's what I decided to do on this color. And that's pretty. I like it. I wish it had been a lot more tinted. And what it was, this one was another one that I'd used the UV pigments on. So I see I do have a bubble. I think that's what it was when I was adding some of those bubble pieces to some of the others. I think I had a stray fall in this one. So yeah, I wish that the pigment was a lot more dense, because you can see all of the tiny micro bubbles. Like, you can't see, but I can. So to you it looks completely clear, but to me it's not. But it's still a really pretty piece, and it definitely gives a lot of canvas space to do some nice wire wrapping or something on. It's really pretty. It's what I'll probably do, is do some wire wrapping. Last big one. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I do have a couple more. And I did add glitter. As you can see, I did add some pink glitter as well as some starburst glitter. So you can primarily see the starburst, but the pink is in there. And this one, there's one bubble right here that I missed. And aside from that, I think I did a pretty good job getting the bubbles out. Yeah, there's like one right there. That's not bad. But that one's going to be, that's a really pretty one. So here's another one. I decided after I'd cast this that the color, like with these, you know, just wasn't what I was going for. So I thought, well, I'll add some more drops of nail polish to the back and try to kind of swirl it in and see how that does. So I wonder if it kind of gave a cloudy effect to the front. Not really. Not as much as I'd hoped. You can see where I added some of those bubbles in there just to kind of give a different look. Again, I was just experimenting. So you can kind of see the polish from the front, just not as much as what I'd hoped for. I didn't really push it down enough, I guess. But it does give a really neat effect here on the back. So it's definitely something to experiment more with. Whoop. Well, okay, and that's gone. Definitely something to experiment more with in the future. So I do have a couple of more I didn't get to put over here earlier. So I also have these. Again, a little bit more experimentation with these. This one is pentagram. I decided I wanted to do it just in a solid green. Let you hear that plop, 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 plop. So I do have a bubble right here, another bubble right there, but does not look bad at all. Pretty good size. Woo, that's a good size bubble right there. Some kind of weirdness right here. I'm not sure what that is. So definitely need to start running my toothpick through these. But I do love how that turned out. That did turn out quite nice. Just gotta do better with the bubbles. So let's do this one. This one actually is the first time that I've used this mold specifically. Have not used it before. And all these pieces I literally just threw on top. As you can see, they're kind of coming off because they didn't sink in like I thought they would. Some kind of bubblage on the side was really hard to get to. I was trying to get all the bubbles out with my lighter and I didn't quite fill it up like I needed to. But that is a huge, lovely, huge piece. I love the dimension and shape and all that it takes, that it forms. That's just a gorgeous piece. I wish I would love to get more of this mold right here. Maybe one or two smaller ones too. That one turned out really pretty. And this one's going to be a difficult one. I've only used this mold one other time. Ooh. There's that. And it was a bit hard to get the piece out. But hopefully it won't be so bad this time. Oop. This is the last piece we got. So the video is almost over, just in case you're curious. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. So I do definitely have to fill that in pretty well, or at least sand it down. I'll probably do both. I'll probably sand it down and like fill it in with UV resin. But I added some of those bubbles in there pretty good. So that gives a different effect on that one. I kind of like that. That's fairly neat. Though I don't like the murkiness of the color. It makes me think of nasty water. But it's definitely, again, something to just keep improving on. Now, unfortunately, I filled it up so much that the hole is filled, so that's okay. But now that you have seen all that, I hope you enjoyed watching my resin demolding video. I hope that, you know, maybe you learned something like I did. Maybe it gave you some thoughts for things to make, different pieces to try to do and everything like that. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more resin demolding videos or resin making videos, leave a comment down in the section below. Let me know about it. Or if you want to see more wire wrapping videos, you can let me know down too. And I will probably be doing some kind of collage, especially on this beautiful thing. I'll probably cast another one and definitely do some kind of wire wrapping to it. This is just gorgeous. But yeah, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and also click the bell notification icon so that you can be caught up with everything that all the videos I make and everything that I share with you guys. So any requests, any comments are surely welcome. I'd love to hear from you guys. And I guess that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.